Okay, we're back on the second part of steps in the scientific method, and we just went through all the kind of the key points, and I'm going to show you some examples. So, we talked about, cause and effect, because that's what you're looking to try to figure out. Is there, if I do this, will this happen? And will it happen all the time? And so you have to figure out what question you like answered, what problem you would like solved. You make observations and make inferences. And like I said, inferences are like little mini questions, mini answers to questions. And so the hypothesis is kind of the hardest thing to understand. We can understand conclusions. That's what when we reach something that makes sense and that there's equalities there. But you have an independent variable, dependent variable, and then variables that you have to maintain that don't change. So here was the definitions of the variables: independent variable, dependent variable, and then constants. And then we kind of walk through the cause and effect. The independent variable is going to be the cause. The effect is the dependent variable. Okay. Now, so let's go to this examples. Okay, so you haven't seen this. So the question is, how much water flows through a faucet? Okay, and this is, we've got a light shining on it. Water faucet opening. Okay, it's closed, no water. Half open, and then fully open. So we can measure that, right? So we measure so that's the independent variable is, how much do we open the faucet? A little bit, halfway, 3/4 away, all the way, and then we measure the flow of the water, and then we measure the flow of the water in terms of its volume. Okay, and then the control variables are, we have to have those to be constant. You want the same water pressure. And then over here we have another one. How fast does a candle burn? Okay, we're going to measure it in time, right? Measured in minutes. So we got to have the height of the candle is measured in centimeters. So the height of the candle will depend on how long the candle burns, doesn't it? 2 inches or 6 inches or 10 inches, it's going to burn these different times. And we use the same type of candle for every test. So those are the constants. Make sure there's no wind, How about, do an experiment on what fertilizer can make a plant grow bigger? Well, we could have 3 or 4 different kinds of fertilizer, right? In different areas. But does a fertilizer make a plant grow bigger? The amount of fertilizer measured in grams, and the growth of the plant measured by its height. Okay, we can actually measure the plant measured by the number of leaves. So to the constants here, the control variables or the constants here, you want to have the same plant, same soil, pot size, same amount of water and light, and that kind of thing. And then another one that you could do is does an electric motor turn faster if you increase the voltage? Okay, the voltage of electricity supplied to motor would be the independent variable. Okay, so we could apply different voltage to the same motor. Okay, does the speed of the rotation measured in RPMs? Okay, revolutions per minute. Does that change? So there's all kinds. So you can see the cause and effect. Okay, so you have a question, and you think you have a cause, and then you think you have an effect, and those are the two crucial ingredients. You want to make sure that you control all the other variables so that they don't impact, the cause and effect relationship, and those are called constants. And then, of course, you have some of your constants and some of your questions. And then, let's see, what else? I think we went through this. Conclusion, this is your opportunity to explain the meaning of your results. Did your experiment support your hypothesis? Does additional research need to be conducted? And a conclusion is a statement that sums up what you have learned from the experiment. Sometimes you have to repeat experiments too. So that is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing some cause and effect relationships. So stay tuned. Hope you enjoyed this. And you probably know all this stuff, but that's okay.